Don't work for money, make money work for you. That is the popular statement by Robert Kiyosaki in his best-selling book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Starting a business or side hustle may not come naturally to everyone, but it's often the only path to independence. A salary can fund your needs, but rarely your freedom. A side hustle is your second engine. It lets you take back control of income, creativity, and direction. With business income, you are taxed after expenses rather than before, instantly creating more room to grow. Building something of your own gives meaning as well as money. As Napoleon Hill wrote in his book Think and Grow Rich, whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. The first step is to believe you can create value, even if you start small. Most paychecks are designed for survival, not wealth. A second income stream brings breathing space and confidence. A side hustle allows you to multiply your income. It allows you to learn business skills hands-on. And eventually, it buys time and freedom. Morgan Housel, in his book, The Psychology of Money, says, freedom is the highest dividend money pays. You earn that dividend faster when money flows from more than one source. Entrepreneurship isn't about risk, it's about resourcefulness. According to a self-efficacy theory by Bandura in 1977, believing you can influence outcomes dramatically raises your chances of success. Each small wins builds confidence for the next. Most ventures stumble before they succeed. There is a report that about 60% of small firms close within 5 years, yet many founders succeed later with a refined idea. As M.G. DeMarco notes in The Millionaire Fast Lane, failure is feedback. Learn fast, fall forward, and fix fast. Your goal is not a perfect start, it's continuous experimentation. When you are employed, taxes are taken first. When you run a business, you deduct expenses first and are taxed on what remains. This single difference can release hundreds or even thousands annually. This is capital you can reinvest to grow. Jim Rohn captured the spirit perfectly. It says, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Your side hustle is that self-education in action. Okay? A business is simply solving problems for others in exchange for value. Start where you are. You can resell or repair, buy used cars and flip it, refurbish furniture or tech and sell it. Creative skills. You can make digital designs. You can record mini courses like the one I'm doing. You can write short ebooks and sell them. You can do some servicing like cleaning, tutoring, photography, or even cooking. You can make apps and digital training guides and templates which you can resource to sell. You can even start from your own wardrobe and take some clothes that you loved previously but no longer your size and start to sell them on eBay. Every start is important. It does not matter how small, because there is a feedback loop. Once you start something, it doesn't do well, you do something else, that feedback loop eventually leads to success in business. As the entrepreneur Sarah Blakely of Spanx said, don't be intimidated by what you don't know. That can be your greatest strength. Start small. The lesson is in the doing. The world has become even easier. AI tools like ChatGPT can turn ideas into action very quickly. AI has changed the way business is done around the world. people can start a business right from their rooms, and it can escalate into a multi-million pounds business just by sitting in and using different prompts on ChatGPT. Here are some detailed steps on how to use an AI tool to generate ideas. Number 1, brainstorm. Ask ChatGPT, give me 10 business ideas I can start with £200 and 5 hours a week. Number 2, validate. Who are my target customers and how can I test interest cheaply? Number 3, ask ChatGPT, write a 3-month launch plan with weekly goals. Number 4, create and generate logos and social products for me. Number 5, automate and set up AI driven customer replies, AI copywriting, and AI customer service. You can actually create AI customer service for your business and automate all your emails so that you do not need to be doing it over and over again. So these are ways that you can and prompts that you can use to create a business even with AI today. Treat each side hustle as an experiment. Follow this simple 6-step loop to bring your brainstorm ideas from ChatGPT into a breakthrough. Now, on another column, list your own skills, your hobbies, or things that you enjoy doing, or things that you are very valuable at. So list them, okay? From the list that ChatGPT had put out previously, you look at which one actually fits what you currently know and a space that you are currently comfortable with. Next is for you to spend 2 hours a day on Google, on Reddit, and on YouTube to learn more about those skills that you have listed that you are actually interested in. The next is to build a prototype, a simple version of what you have chosen that you would do as you want to use as a side hustle. Just create a simple version. It doesn't need to be anything too elaborate. Okay, so this might mean just a simple landing page or a simple landing page that you can test cheaply, or even just a new email address for the so-called business you want to set up. And nothing elaborate. Don't spend too much money at first because each of these ideas are just experimental at this stage. Now launch small, serve about 3 to 10 people and get feedback. See what worked well and how you can actually improve what you are offering. It's always good to start by offering your services free of charge and see how it plays out with different clients first before charging fees. From these free jobs or services you are delivering, you refine your brand, you refine what you are offering, and once you do that, the next step is for you to see how much you can scale. If you find out that you get very good feedback, this might be a time when you are now going to start using the money that you have been saving from your 9-to-5 job. You remember when we talked about it earlier, we said that your job, you are supposed to be saving 10% every month somewhere. Don't eat all your salary because they are the seeds that can plant for your future. Now this money, if you have some money, you can now use it to start in a medium scale. If the medium scale brings much profit, and then you can now think of going for a business loan. This model mirrors the framework by Eric Riles, which is called the Lean Startup. Is build, measure, and learn. Each interaction compounds your human capital and confidence. The first fear I will talk about is called the fear of failure. For you to beat it, use small tests Let failure be data. Next is the fear of judgment. Remember that most critics are not creating anything themselves, because if it's people that actually create things, they will not criticize you because they understand what the process is. The fear of loss. This is very common. Behavioral economists call this loss aversion. We feel loss twice strongly as gain. The cure: define your maximum affordable loss, then act. Mark Cuban puts it simple: you only have to be right once. Keep trying until one idea sticks. You can't save your way to freedom on a single paycheck. You must create something of value, however small, whether it's selling online, repairing, teaching, or designing. Your second engine gives you control. Steve Jobs once said, everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. If they built it, you can too. So do not be scared or do not fear of creating a second side income.